Greetings, everyone. Hope that you all had a wonderful weekend. Hope that you all had an exciting weekend. I know I did. I've been on the road all weekend long, but I'm back in Wilmington now. I'm refreshed. I'm ready to go. Very excited to see you all in class this evening. It's been so long. It's been like a month of Sunday since I've seen you all. But nonetheless, this is my response video for EDL 551 Student Development Theory. And in this video, I'm going to respond to you, Bo, um, about some of the things I saw in your video and touch on. Unfortunately, Lane, I'm sorry I did not was able to cannot able to view your video, but I know hopefully it was I know it was pretty good. So, we can probably discuss this more in class. So, Bo, this video is for you, sir. In your video, you talked about Ren's ecological approach to multiracial identity development, which I found it very interesting. When you was talking, I had to go back and look at the this framework or concept, and I saw she had some very interesting things to talk about and discuss. Um, when it comes to multiracial identity, I feel as though with multiracial identity, it's one of those very touching topics because you know it's when you see a person that is like all the way or quote, all African American or Caucasian, as well as all Native American and or Asian. When it comes down to having these multiple identities, multiple races or ethnicities within you, it kind of as a confusion. It's either a person is perceived as African American or a person perceived as Caucasian, depending upon um, the day, the time of or the week it is, you know, and with Ren's theory, she they pretty much basically, from an ecological standpoint, you kind of got to in with higher education, kind of play around with it and try to make the individual feel at home or be fitted or be able to fit in within their prospective group that they would like to identify with. Um, Whether that the dominant that African American culture or Native American versus the next race or next ethnicity. Um, so some of the things I saw within the theory, um, they pointed out the importance of space and culture, um, and this concept of space is both physical and psychological elements that through within colleges is done through formal organizations or informal groups, and as the result of that interaction is them fitting in. The college environment, which is referring to the college environment, provides many options for multiracial students to grapple with the cognitive demands of making sense of their race. And that brings us off with related to related to if I can say his name correctly, Briffinmeyer's ecological approach model for human development, and those four concepts: process, context, and time, in which a person from an ecological standpoint basically try to find themselves and as or find themselves or what I want to say find themselves or in a sense get to know their own identity, and just like Chickering, just like Erickson, just like all the other people that we have studied throughout the semester, you know when it comes to Berfemeyer, Rand basically in the sense, kind of put a more span upon it and saw that with multiracial identity is more elusive and elusive and sensitive to pretell within that theory. Um, the book also goes on page 300 within Evans. Cultural legitimacy and loyalty are key factors in acceptance and greatly influence the identity development of mixed heritage students. And within that, you are seeing basically what a student is perceived as. If a student is, yes, there's African American, but also has Caucasian, are you being more black to your are you perceived as more black within the college environments, or in that way you'll go within your you use your black side, or are you more, if you are mixed with something else, are you going to honor that side? So who is just kind of like it brings that sense of a segregation, in a sense, like you cannot, like you can only be true to one of your races, where in fact you are true to multiple races. And where a multiracial student or biracial student, that's that common balance. That's trying to balance everybody out so they won't disappoint their parents, one parent over the other. And I mean, that's the point of of college, trying to find that common ground, trying to find that common knowledge. Um, Wrapping up, she points out that within college, within higher education, that implementing information about multiracial issues and identity in classes assists students within that multiracial students to develop a sense of their own identity, and with that, therefore creating a more inclusive environment for students of mixed heritage. That can be found on page 302. 302 within also within Evans. And basically, in a nutshell, that's kind of like what you want to do, because part of the quality education, of a college student, or of any student, is to develop a well-rounded sense of their environment. Um, Not only getting the skills to learn to be able to be productive within society, creating a more critical thoughts, basically, being thinking outside of the box. And within college, and we as professional higher ed professionals, we're going to be working with students like that, making sure they feeling at home, you know and trying to develop them more and more of their identity. So that's our focus. But I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for listening, Bo. Um, Hope to see you in class tonight. Same with you as well, Lane. And that's it. Have a great day.